pouring out gold coins upon you, open to receive. We haven't met yet. I'm Bella Katrina. Welcome to my channel. We're happy to have you here at the family of light. It's time to step forward and go for it. Look at that, the indigo revolution. We're putting the indigo back in the flag. Go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Da-na-na-na, very far indeed. And stay the course. Can't turn left, can't turn right. This is hocus pocus focus. New job offer, new job opportunity, right? New love offer, and a few things happening at once, ordained by the Father. That's the message. Now, I had a lot of interference to bring you this message yesterday, and we call them, what do? They disturb the peace, you know, leaf blowers. The house next door is being washed. You know, the high pressure washing. Oh my gosh, that went for hours. So I was just about to get started and they started. And then, so I thought I'd take the dog for a walk and the leaf blower was in the park. And then we got home and then the dog wanted something and then I was busy. So I believe in divine timing and that we're going on the path of least resistance, right? Least resistance. Sometimes you've got to fight through it. Think you've been through the fight? And now it's time to flow and let things happen naturally. So as you get, you know, like a sailor, as I said before, gets closer to the land, right? So you're out at sea. And as you come in closer, you're getting signs of earth or land is near. So you see a twig or a bird or a branch or a leaf. This is your time to keep going. The signs will be on your way. As we say, butterflies hover and feathers appear whenever lost loved ones and angels are near. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. It's in the car. I'll show you in the next reading. The sign I found yesterday was a gold ring. I thought it was going to be a cap, you know, for a drink. And I went down and I actually just tried to lift it up like a cap and it was a gold wedding ring. Do you think that's a sign? This is the healing of the inner child trauma. It's been lifted from the collective. So let's say all that trauma is out in the collective and the devil's trapped that energy and he's using it. Can happen. So you're about to, it's like when you release something, you know, on a fire ceremony and then it comes back within 3 days, it will come back to test you. Do you want more of the same or are you really letting that go? Well, can you see that on a mass collective that we've let go of childhood trauma? So it comes back to say, have you really let it go? And this could be what we're facing as we go forward into this eclipse energy. So this is saying, stay on the side of the angels. Stay in your pillar of light. Don't get drawn into the metaverse, the matrix. You're joking. Look at that. There's your love opportunity. It's a commitment. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love. In this case, it may be one soul in two hearts. So we say two hearts, mutual respect and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. And I heard you didn't give up just before the miracle. You know how they say it's darkest just before dawn? That's why I think they're talking about the 3 days of darkness and then dawn. What's dawn? Is that... That's a lot of light, you know. So there's always the inverted opposite here. I'm being told to tell you. You receive this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. There's either a wedding in your near future or the angels are suggesting a renewal of vows to keep romance alive in your present marriage. This card is surrounded with love and positive energy. So there's no need to worry about its message. Be open to love, romance, and possibilities, and enjoy your wedding day. So here where you can receive a message for yourself, your body will tell you if you put your hands on, Reiki on your body, even your solar plexus. That's the most sensitive at the moment, your power center. If you receive any signs through your body as I read these alternative additional meanings, then that is the message for you. Your body will lead you there every single time, but you have to get out of your mind. We're going for mindlessness, not going into the valley. No. You'll receive a romantic or business proposal soon. And this is saying both, this reading. Does it come from the same person? You're experiencing a mystical marriage between your inner male and female energies. You'll meet someone significant at a wedding you attend as a guest. Discuss the topic of marriage with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You'll soon meet your future marital partner. One of your friends or family members will marry soon. So you think which one anchored with you, because it can be various different reasons. But what I got is you'll meet someone significant. No. Here. You'll soon meet your future marital partner. Right? So a lot. You got to believe that you haven't even met yet. And that feels better to me. Thank goodness for that. And this is the new job. It's your own business. It's your own idea. It's your own, you know how they say money is my own natural energy yield? And that's what we're understanding, the currency. And so when you're in a committed, loving, spiritually based, like romantic relationship, this is good foundation for this to occur. It's very nourishing. People are happier when they're in a balanced relationship. And this looks like a feminine energy who's balanced within, right? So that's 75% receptive mode to get the proposal. Your self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyal by your side and ensure your success in all ways. This success is assured. Ooh la la! And look, this is because the newfound assertiveness, and I believe that the collective is connecting to the galactic grid. If you think of us as our intranet, that's our intranet. So now we've got different frequencies that haven't been channeled before. And in that frequency, you've got confidence in your solar plexus. It's like God confidence. This is being fearless. And assertiveness is speaking from your gut up through your heart. Sounds funny, doesn't it? Instead of your mind down through your throat, it comes from your gut first. They say that's where your second mind is, don't they? Have you heard that? This situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. So you don't have to worry about what to say. The angels will give it to you. Healing in the womb of Mother Nature. There's molecules in the air that you breathe around water, whether it's the ocean or the lake, the seaside, the river. Those molecules open your clairs and your guidance. Isn't that just wow? So it does actually affect your biochemistry. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean and allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. I think that's the fastest way to clear your auric field. The second fastest way is hands-on Reiki on. And if you can sit on the earth, look, the angels are coming in with creative ideas. This is your new opportunities, and this lifts your energy, but you must be assertive here. You must speak up if it doesn't feel comfortable. You're speaking from your power center. You go, I feel disempowered when you said that, or I felt disempowered. You know, you're just acknowledging it really to yourself. You're not making it mean anything. That means you're a la la la. Don't put that on the end. That makes everything. You're not bringing it down. This is lifting you up. Creative projects. Imagine the collective stepping into their purpose. Some of you are musicians. Look at that. Magic, like the music, the beauty, the art is going to have a huge, like, different vibration. We're in the sonic geometry, and we're in the new song, the symphony that God's creating. He sees it as a symphony, or hears it, and you got to be attuned. You can't have, you're part of the symphony, so you need to attune to the higher energies of angels and let go of depression. See that? See how the black cloud of depression is not there above her head? You ask the angels to clear it. You ask God to take it away. I say, clear my soul. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards life. Get ready. This is a huge surge. This is more power here than the 3 rockets going off for NASA. Anyhow, what God is saying is that let the angels guide every step. And you just daydream about it. This is very powerful. Like, it's more important for you to sit down, be quiet in nature, and finish the sentence. Like, if I had it all my way, how would it go? And then just let it come up from through your heart up, and just speak it out. How would it go? You go, well, actually, I'd be in Paris drinking martinis on the 6th floor of the La 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 Hotel. Oh dear. You will, and then you go, well, what would that give me? And I think, well, it'd give me freedom. It'd, like, I like the culture. It's a, you're a different person when you're traveling. And then the angels say, okay, so bring that energy into yourself right now, and then that energy will manifest even better than what you daydreamed, because the energy is intelligent. That's what we learn in Reiki. It's intelligent energy. That's why they're saying, let the energy work. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. How funny is that? This is your divine prescription. This is so important for you to sit there, look out the window, and just go, what is the best thing that could happen? If I had it all my way, how would it all go? What are my heart's true desires? Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice what comes up. Feelings, visions, ideas, as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of your creativity. So this is new technology. So you got downloads from your ancestors, Juliet. You are a healer. So good to see you. I know I've come on early because we were up in the dark here in Sydney, Australia. And you're from Oklahoma. Is that correct? So we're daydreaming. You could do a vision board, right? What you can achieve would normally take 3 months to achieve. I'm hearing we can do it in 8 weeks. And this next week is where you plant the seeds. You're planting a garden, and you plant it with ideas and feelings. This is why you have to have your boundaries. You can't be off track by narco-psychos. No psycho-narcos, because Cupid is here. Woo! Cupid is in the house. So this is an extra anointing of this beautiful romance energy. They call this bliss charge love. Like, we don't really know. It's not available in our environment in what I call the 3D matrix. This is something you're bringing. You're a keeper of the codes of sacred love. Oh, yes, you are. We send great waves of love into your heart. So what's happening, instead of watching the black box, right, and have it program you, you do your own. You're the Blu-ray. You've got to put the disc in here, the Blu-ray player. What do you want to see on the screen of your life? And as you do that, you're getting anointing. The angels are here giving you extra vibration, frequency. It's a portal. And the frequency, it's sort of like a supernova energy. What you manifest is instant. Like there's a plant, sow, reap strategy. And we're in the planting until the eclipse. And then we don't sow, we just reap. It's like really fast, the sowing. The eclipse, like the energy, the angels do it for you. Does that make sense? There's not a lot of fertilizing, there's not a lot of weeding, there's not a lot of taking care, and there's not a lot of time taken for it to blossom, to bloom. Wow, it's going to be fast. We're sending waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Hallelujah. We need some of that. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening, allowing yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Wowza. You're very powerful manifester at this time. Listen to your guidance. A lot of you are clairaudient. Your ear chakras are above your eyebrows. There's two. They're maroon-coloured wheels of light. Chakra means wheel of light, Sanskrit for wheel of light. So you may get headaches when you feel heavy in the head, or you get nausea. Nausea. That's not what I was going to say. Maybe you do with a migraine. But it can be your blocked ear chakras. And if you get high-pitched ringing in your ears, yeah, say, Archangel Michael, could you please turn that down? So you're infusing every moment with love. Yes, you are. You have to look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Oh, love. I forgot about love. Yes, infuse it with love. So who do you get love from? You got to fill up from something, and it's not Netflix. No, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. Got to watch those new TVs, they told me. That they have the red laser beam come straight to your third eye and calcifies it. Remember, they want the third eye out of the flag. The Indigo's revolution, they want them to go into a different agenda, right, and take over the Indigos. And that's our revolution. So we say no to that. We're putting the indigo colour back in the flag. We have 7 colours in the flag, not 6. We're in God's covenant. The rainbow is God's covenant, not Satan's agenda. Did you see Biden launching on Easter Sunday the visibility of the false rainbow agenda? It's like, oh my gosh. God's like, no, I think it's time. So watch the eclipse. Coming up is the X marks the spot. Be very careful of the energies. We're saying we're going very, very high vibration. We're connecting to the galaxy. You're a keeper of the codes. You're a holder of the light. You're an anchorer. You activate, you integrate, and you anchor the light. They're saying the liberty templates of Gaia have been anchored through you. It's done through you. You're the key. Got to sweat it out. Get that sweat going. Yeah, the heart palpitations have to go. You're very gifted. You're coming online psychically. You've received gifts from your ancestors, right, that you've polished in a past life. So think of a whole lifetime practicing a skill, and it's downloaded to you, bam, instantly. And you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do this, telekinesis. I didn't know I could just sit there and see, like you can read energy. I read energy, but people have various gifts. You'll be able to do many, many things. And you may think it's a bit weird, and you may get upset about it because it's like a bit strange, but you need to just ask for protection. As long as you're in the present moment, no negativity can get you. Isn't that just wild? Oh, what's that one? I thought I threw that one out. I've got 2 of them in there. Look at the unicorns. They're saying, finish what you've started. Oh, this is in the past. You've started something important, and now it's time to complete it. This is like something you planted, you know, a seed that you planted. It's about to burst through, and it needs your attention. You're going to bring something to fruition, aren't you? Because you're a magical being, right? An angelic human, a spiritual being of light, having a very heavy, dense human experience. So you're ascending with the light. So you're going from a 2-strand DNA to a 12-strand DNA. And if you can think of the enemy trying to dull us down so we don't activate, so we don't awaken, like wipe out the whole indigo tribe and put them in an agenda and make it look like God doesn't exist. That's how you connect to God, through your third eye. Can you believe that? No one tells you that. I was like, wow, but you got to get through the mind matrix. So you got to get out of the matrix. Whoa. Finish what you started. Hello, goodbye. See, lots of things happening at once. I just got, as soon as you finish that task, I don't know what it is. It could be a small project. Like for me, it's like, you know, doing the feng shui in my office. I've been wanting to do that for so long. How many moons? You go, I'll clear it out this moon. Then you put it all in one corner. You know how you do that? You go, oh, it looks so good, but don't look over there. And then you're going to fly. See yourself doing well, and you will. This is the third eye. This is the seeing, the clairvoyance. Right? The picturing, the out-picturing, if you like. This is new technology. Like this is having a 4K camera in your third eye that can do 360 degrees. It can zoom in and zoom out. This is the covenant of the rainbow. Can you believe God's got the rainbow there? So we're in the rainbow covenant. That's why it's the inverted opposite down here. You can read it like I do, like energy. It keeps out the personality problems because they're the most problems you're going to have to deal with. And look, our pets are ascending too. So maybe it all happened with my dog for a reason. She had to have an operation and recover. We've been over 6 months in care for this animale. Yeah, she's changing. I bet she'll be able to fly. And look. Here comes, look. Hello there, pretty girl. Can I give you a flower? I used to say, how do you know the man loves you? He's got a flower in his hand. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So you look for the flowers. And it's like when you balance this, it's like the intuitive nature of the feminine energy here. Being assertive doesn't mean being masculine. It's being assertive with love, caring less about the outcome. This is also putting in requests, sharing how you're feeling, and then requesting what you want. The angels are backing you. And a lot of you have like a female, like a grandmother on your mother's side of the family, like a great-grandmother who has passed before you were born. I'm seeing this, and I'm also seeing, which I do with you guys a lot, the Native American Indians, tribes. Now, they were the first, the Pleiadians that came down. They're the first in the tribe, so you may have been there, depending on if you can remember that. Like, it just seems so, you know, if you can relate to it. I can relate to being in a tribe and being the chief. Being the chief. So can you imagine if the feminine energy was a chief of the tribe in Native America in the last life, right? Jesus says it's all parallel lives. That's why he doesn't say about reincarnation, but it's all happening at once to him because he's in the omnipresent moment of now. But we're not. So that's how I understand that. But can you imagine if you were divine feminine, if you were a chief of a tribe, like that's power, that's dominance. That's, you know, the best for all mentality. A keeper of codes and wisdom. And then there's the medicine woman or man of the tribe. So I see that, you know, you've done both in lifetimes, and so is your twin. Incarnated, or one's done one and one the other. But if you could imagine this, like you were the chief, and just say your twin was the medicine woman. This is how Lucifer's allowed to like cloud that agenda, because we were different in past lives and we're merging it and we're clearing it. So what's happening is you're distilling the chief energy, the masculine energy, down to 25%. It's very powerful. It's potent. And then you're infusing that with 75% intuitive nature, kindness, going with timing, the right words at the right time. It's a very powerful mix. And now we see, when you start seeing this demonstrated in your own life through yourself, you'll realize, right, why the dark side wanted to pull you down, why they wanted you to think no. And they're still doing it, but we're realizing it. Look at this. We've got the crystal angels here because we're in the crystalline grid. And this is watermelon tourmaline, which is one of my favorites. And I thought it was for true love, because it has the green and the pink, which the chakra, the heart chakra, I like energy, so I talk about this stuff. But the green heart chakra, you know how it's emerald green? It goes to fuchsia pink when it's healed. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, that's what he does. He changes it. So it goes to a hot pink. That's why that's my favorite color. And I thought it's not even in the chakras. Anyway, this is the watermelon tourmaline has the green and then it has the pink in it. I do have it. I'll bring show and tell with the ring, the gold ring I found, and the watermelon tourmaline in the next reading. But this is about you de-stressing, getting out of your mind. Don't go into the mind valley and don't go into the purple garden. Relax your, it's better for you to sit in nature and think, how many birds can I hear? You know, how many trucks can I hear? We used to live on the main road, my grandma's, and we'd count the red taxis or whatever. You know what I mean? Do something a bit mindless so that you click off. And a lot of you will benefit greatly by something creative because it's an active meditation. And you'll be able to hear your twin's voice. Oh my gosh. Some of you can hear like that. Others are you're really strong seers. So you've got 4 clairs, you've got 4 parts, right? You can hear, see, think, which is a knowing. That's why we get the sphere of knowingness. And then you can actually, it's a clairsentience. So you can be manipulated when you have that high frequency clairsentience and you take on and absorb others. That's why it's important to go, that's not my stuff. And I only realized that when I did my level 2 Reiki. I was like, oh, that's not even my stuff. And you realize when you leave somebody how much I would absorb because I'm wanting to heal. And then it take me 2 days to clear it. It's not even mine. I was like, oh, I don't need to do that. I can do that in a healing session. So everything became a healing session. This is about you communicating, being healthy in your communication, saying this is how it is for me. And I'm requesting that this doesn't happen anymore. Or this is something that I like and I'm requesting we do more of that. What do you think? It's really as simple when you're talking to a masculine, it's about your feelings. You do not offer solutions, that's his job. Listen to me, giving you a session today, heart-to-heart discussions and clean, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Slowing down your speech, speaking from your gut up through your heart. So there's your power center infused with love on the way up. You know what I mean? So it doesn't come out like, to you it might seem a bit tough, which is okay because you're an empath. You're highly clairsentient, clear feeling. And that may have worked against you like it had me for a very long time. You know, you're just too sensitive. And I'm still very ultra sensitive, highly sensitive. And now it's going to be your asset because anyone comes in your bubble, you can hear their voice. It doesn't matter where they are located. Isn't that amazing? So then you have the power, because it's your energy, to say, get out. And if you want to, you can actually channel and program your energy so that they just, don't come in. Have you ever had somebody at an office and you go to walk up to say hello and you just feel their vibe and you're like, maybe I'll come back later. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have that vibe to people that just are bringing you chaos or drama. Only love can come in. So this conversation's starting right now with your heart. See how it's the emerald green here? It's going to go hot pink. Yeah, emerald green. See, you've activated your twin's heart. This is a heart activation here, look. This is we've done see that hard, tough cycle that just came to an end, which was huge karmic cycle. It was drawn out at the end. It seems to go forever, like you're walking through molasses and it's so boring, and then you get upset, and then you go, no, I'm going to try again, and then you go, no, I don't want it. It's like that. At the end, we finished that. Well done. The cycle is over. Hallelujah. It was a long cycle. You know, you're tired. But you know what it was? I hate to say it. It was your initiation. It's an initiation. They were telling me that a few weeks ago, days ago, I think. And I was like, an initiation, how cool. And I was thinking like of a ceremony, you know, when you graduate from uni, graduation day. And they had to sit me down going, it's not quite like that. It's like your first day when you get initiated and your head goes down the toilet. You're like, huh? What? And then they showed me like when you're in a gang, right? They get initiated. I was like, what? Hang on a minute, what? So this was an initiation of how much darkness can this person handle. And every time you got this much darkness, you get it bright, because how does light exist? Only for darkness. So you got all that darkness your whole life, all that trauma, all that abuse, all that being reflected back at you has changed you internally now that you're actually blazing it out. You're no longer taking from the matrix, right, and absorbing it and then regurgitating it back. You're not programmed anymore. You're in your being of light. This is the fifth dimensional that they're talking about, like fifth dimensional. Wow. Look at that third eye. Whoa. See? And guess who it is? Connection to God. See? You'll be able to hear his voice. I know that sounds weird. And look at the rainbow between your hands. So you may have been a healer in a past life, for instance, you know, and channeled healing. And then all of a sudden you do your level 1 or 2 in Reiki, that because it clears your energy and activates you. And you go, oh, this is, wow, I'm better than I thought I was going to be. This is like, whoa, I can feel the energy. I can create. I can focus, right? And this is steps you into your life purpose. So I want you to think that you're already in it, that you're in the perfect place. You've done everything perfect. There's nothing to change. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. Now, as soon as you do that, a miracle can come immediately. But if you bring the worry back, you see how you cut it off? I know I haven't done my nails. But you know how you cut off because your mental body seems to be down here a bit. Third eye's a bit high, isn't it? So you're not allowed to cut it off. It's like not allowed the luxury of a negative thought. Do we have to call the worry police? Archangel Michael, we employ you now to clear our energy of any worry, doubt, or fear. Cut cords of fear that are draining our health and vitality now. We ask for your sword and shield of protection to be by our side day and night. This is a thing that I had to get very used to and practice a lot, was asking, because you forget. And then you get cranky and you realize, even God came in and said to me once, you're cranky for me not giving you something you didn't even ask for. I was like, I'm mentally ill, Father. What can I say? What happened? What did I do? Huh? And then I go, oh, you got to slow down. Slowing down in the mind. I want to read this to you. And look, the spiritual path is opening up. You may have felt lost. You may feel like you did all that for nothing, like you're a complete failure in your whole life. You've got to think, wow, look back and go, I've never been in this spot before. I've got all that wisdom. I've overcome so much darkness. And I was tricked emotionally, but that's not going to happen, because I'm going to speak up and go, hang on a minute. When you said that, right, this is what I used to say to my boss when I was first learning this. I go, oh, I felt a bit sick in my gut when you said that. So I don't think that one's for me. He'd be looking at me going, what? Because I was told you can't, they can't control you when you talk about your feelings, right? So it's like he can't argue with my feelings. He can't say no, which they try to do. They go, no, you don't feel that way. No, your gut didn't do that. Like they seem dumb when they do that. So here's divine intervention. If you can let go of control. Look at this. And this is a hard issue for the Mars energy, for the masculine energy, to completely surrender and let go. It doesn't make sense. It goes against the grain. It's like takes every fiber of this masculine's being, right, to let go. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So some masculines have been controlled. That's why they show that in their energy, because it's like you're absorbing that from your surroundings, and then that makes you who you are. So we're trying to stop the perpetuating of the same abuse. Yes? Because it's not people's fault. Like, they act out. If people are under, like, excuse me, if they're programmed, right, with violence in the home as a teenager, that teenager wants to do what they saw. They got programmed with it. They saw it. It's in their DNA as well. And then we come to that third generation where it's talking about, that's a hard one. Like, it's very strong in the DNA. And the nurture, with the surroundings are really hard, but you're breaking it. You're going, no, I don't want to. I don't want to give the abuse that I got. You know, that's what we're calling it, like when you break the generational curse, right? So just say there was abuse in the bloodline and alcoholism or something, and you come in and you go, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring love. I'm going to go up and bring it down. I'm going to activate my own DNA and clear it. So we're doing this as a collective, and when you get bright enough, we all connect and lift. And this is what I think is happening in this eclipse. Like, it's going to be an elevation. You're going to feel it. So that means that you can get, like, you know, maybe that nausea that I said before, because it's like seasickness or altitude sickness. If you're feeling that, it's unreal. I know we live in duality, right? So God sends miracles to answer your sincere prayers. Divine intervention. He has heard you and he's already answered. So God says to me, when you ask, please don't plead me. Please don't plead me. That's funny to say that. If you're asking me, I already have it 99% manifested. All you have to do is bring it in 1% through belief. I said, what? He said, you're thinking when you ask, you're pleading me because you think it's only at 1% and I've got to go and do 99%. I was like, huh? He goes, so if that was the case, wouldn't you be thanking me? I was like, oh, what? I don't know. Let me think about that. It's already 99% manifested. That's how I got the idea to ask for it. And my belief that I've already got it brings it through that 1%. So wouldn't I be thanking him? And I'm like, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, what a shift. That's a distinction, they call that. A distinction. And I was like, oh, I do that all the time. It's weird. Got to pull myself back in and go, it's already here. Thank you. I wouldn't have had the idea. But no, I used to walk around first saying, where is it? Far out, Father, what's going on here? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, you didn't ask me. I go, oh, yeah. Then I'm like, please, 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 God, please, God, please, God, please, God, till he intervened. And he was like, you need to sit in the gratitude of already receiving it. That's the faith that releases it. I'm like, where do I get that from? I don't have a liter of that, please. Do I go to Aldi and buy? And that's when I went on my search to find, how do you get that? You can expect a miracle to help with a situation you're concerned about. Prayers from multiple people have been heard and are being answered. This card indicates the need to hear and follow divine guidance. Many prayers are answered by God giving you a set of instructions to take action steps, which will bring about the blessed outcome. So do keep your mind clear and sober so that you won't miss noticing them. Create quiet space as well so that you can hear your inner voice of God. So you can't be around any angry people, any toxic people, any demonically possessed people. Keep giving this troubling situation to God through prayer, including praying for help in surrendering the concern if you are struggling with fear or control issues. Since gold is associated with Jesus, oh, I didn't know that. This card can also be a sign to reconnect with him. Yeah, good idea. That might be the golden ring. I didn't know that. I got a gold ring yesterday. I found it. I'll show you in the next session. This precious elemental metal is considered valuable because of its relative rarity and its malleability, which makes it soft enough to easily transform into jewelry. Scientists believe that gold arrived on the Earth from asteroids. While technically an element rather than a crystal, gold, like copper, which is also featured in this deck in the form of azurite and malachite, is both symbolic of the divine and an amplifier of prayers and intentions. God is also the energy aura color of Jesus Christ. Gold is also the energy aura color of Jesus Christ. Wow. Gave me a ring, a golden ring, a wedding ring. Jesus is coming. I didn't know he was gold. Did you know that? Maybe we've read it before, but I don't remember. I found a gold wedding ring. So this is a divine masculine is ready to love again. Ooh, ready to love again. That's what all the love songs are. The frequency that's going to be released is going to be like overwhelmingly, the whole goal is to go into perpetual bliss. And I kept getting that word perpetual, and I opened the book called Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, and God mentioned in there the word perpetual 3 times when I was reading it. And he said it's the covenant. That's the rainbow covenant, is perpetual. So we're going stepping into the 5th dimension. We're going to New Earth. It's God's birthday was his new year, 1st of April. The new Earth, the new year. And then the eclipse straight up, which is the diamond ring. And then I find a gold ring. And then the masculines have cleared their past of the feminine toxic cocktail, I call it. You have healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So it's ready. There's been a lot of incubation in the crystal heart chambers. There's been a lot of work from your star tribe, right? Arcturus have a medical team that are amazing. And the Pleiadians are very close. Sometimes they're further away, but at this time, so they must be upgrading our technology, hooking us up to, the galactic grid, and then we go to the universal grid. Now, the universal people who are attuned to Reiki are already attuned to that grid. The universal grid. Wow, loving these messages. Thank you, angels. Shall we wreck it with a tarot? Shall we wreck it with a tarot reading? Yeah, let's wreck it with a tarot. I'm only joking. We'll talk about wedding and entrepreneurs. So we'll do 2 snapshots here for you. Thanks so much for being here. Raising your vibration as you sit here. Clearing in your exhalation. And we're raising it. So by the time this finishes, you'll know your next step clearly. And you can move forward fearlessly into your wedding and new business. So there's a few things that happen at once to prepare this, right? It sort of lines up, but it looks irrelevant. This is why you follow your guidance, because your guidance says go and get a banana to make some smoothies or whatever. And you're like, well, I don't have time to do that. I got to do this, this, and this. So you ignore your intuition because you don't understand. It's not related to getting married or starting a business. But however you go there, and there's millions of things that can happen that you look in hindsight, you go, oh, imagine if I didn't think, go and get those bananas. I would never have met so-and-so. Or I wouldn't have been at this place at this time. This is synchronistic. Events are happening. So if you haven't met your beloved yet, this is the week. That's why the dark side will be all out massive action trying to distract you. That's why the manipulators, I'm going to do a reading in a minute because I just said the manipulators are coming back. Because then you get confused. You go, I thought I was with him or her. And then the other one comes back and you're like, oh, if I made the wrong decision, I can't go into indecision or confusion because we don't have a father of confusion. Remember that. No if it's confusing, it's not for you. It's like Control, Alt, Delete, you know. Cancel, clear, delete. And you do the goddess wave. And then you re-put in. You go, I'm happily married. I open my heart to love. And I am safe. I now experience love on a level I've never experienced before, knowing that I am safe and comfortable with this. So you feel better already. That's why I do this stuff. Because when you speak these things, even if you don't feel it, like your feelings follow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't cook the fish. Oh, we're having sashimi. Sashimi. Oh. That's funny, do you think? So this is the Six of Cups. This is an unequal. I'm going to tell you what really the Six of Cups means, right? The Six of Cups means that or one of these people are more emotionally mature than the other. And the other wants to catch up. And the only way they're going to catch up is by seeing it, as I was talking before, the nurture, like seeing it modeled in front of them. So you have to know if you're the feminine energy, maybe the masculine energy isn't. They know you're more adept. They know you're more assertive. But they want to learn through you. And then they'll mirror that back to you. Right? Instead of mirroring a narcissistic trait from a Jezebel spirit in their mother, sister, daughter, ex-wife. Oh, don't be like that, Bella. And here, right, I didn't say sorry in the past. This is emotional IQ, intelligence. Oh, that's a mindlessness there, right there, breakdown. You know, you have to have a breakdown before you get the breakthrough. And even being assertive can be like, you can declare a breakdown. It's really healing. You know, you go, oh, I'm declaring a breakdown here. This is not working for me. I'm unclear. This is like, I'm out. You declare the breakdown. And then what happens after a breakdown? Within 3 days, if you declare it out loud, the breakthrough comes. Now, most people don't want to go into the breakdown here. That's why they don't get the breakthrough. They just feel stuck and stagnant. And now they're in the matrix at home, drinking, watching flicks to the net, and getting programmed by the reptilians on the news. Bella, are you truth bombing? Now look, this is the past, present, future. So I want you to start getting some messages for yourself as you see this. This is you, the High Priestess, the Tower. What's that mean? And the Five of Swords is like you can see manipulative behavior. But you're different, see? This is you. You've had a spiritual awakening. You have to have a spiritual breakdown. This is crying. This is, I don't care. I don't want to be here anymore. I mean, I was out the backyard going, galactic brothers and sisters of the light. You need to come and get me because I'm out. I'll be somebody's angel, guide. Just get me the front alley. I don't want to do this anymore. Father came in. It's like, sit down. I was like, whoa. I was talking to my brothers and sisters, not you. Felt like I was in trouble. And he was like, you know how fantastic this whole awakening has been and how you're different and you've changed? He goes, that is nothing compared to what's in store for you. I'm getting you ready for liftoff. It's going to be more magical and amazing than you can possibly imagine. I was like, can I have $30,000, please, Father? You had to ask. Oh, yeah, gratitude. Thank you, Father, for the million. Gratitude. How that happens is none of our business. So, you know, I made a deal with him. You can make deals with the Father. Like, if I'm going to stay, you have to make it okay. And he goes, well, if you could surrender some control, I'll bring in a few miracles. So that's the breakdown. You've got to surrender. You go, no, I don't want to. It's scary. And then you've got to walk away from psycho-narco. That's scary because you're going, oh, that was my boss. Or that was my mom. Or that's my dad. Or that's my brother. You know, then you go, oh, it doesn't matter their title. So this is saying you no longer give credit to somebody's title. You give credit to their integrity. Yeah. Whoa. See how this is the breakdown? And then here comes the breakthrough. This is the breakthrough coming. This is separation and betrayal. Right? It hurt. That you've cleared. That was the breakdown. Like it demolished something. That's like thinking somebody's your twin and you go, oh, that's my anti-twin. That's evil. They're trying to bring me down. They're not supporting me. They're not inspired by me. They're not like changing. They're just stuck and they want to draw me into a vortex. You know, like they're in the quicksand and you throw them a rope. And there's that point in time when you realize, oh my God, they're pulling me in. That's the narco. And this is what you've learned to let go. You let go. And this is an awakening here. This is a masculine energy I'm picking up on here. That's getting downloads from being in silence. This is crickets. Haven't heard anything. This is no communication. So some of you will be having to move locations. The angels are saying you need to trust that there'll be opportunities where you are going. A chariot. I see that as Jesus with the twins. See that? Ascending. Anyway, let's have a look. What's the Eight of Wands? What's this? See? Who's the devil in my life? Moving on from controlling people, from narco-psycho, I call that narco-psycho. Oh my gosh, look what's underneath. Anything that is disempowering. Can you imagine thousands of divine masculines and divine feminines walking away from the narcs, the demonically possessed, the ones who've already sold their soul? They're working for the dark side. Look at that. See the difference? I can't show you too much, but see the difference? They're both twins. One's with Jesus and one's with the devil. Wow. There's an enlightenment here for this masculine. Might have been a visitation in this moment. Because you share the soul, when you had the breakdown to get the breakthrough, it's affected your twin. It's like you had the breakdown and they're getting the breakthrough. That's funny. But you don't know that. So you feel a bit disenchanted. But you've actually, the breakthrough now is going to come back to you and present in the form of your beloved. Eight of Wands and the Hanged Man. They're going to have a different vibration in their voice, right? So you're going to know that. Like you can't, it's like you can't be tricked because you've ascended. So if you think about ascending being a frequency like on the radio, you know, once you're on this, you can't be on two radio stations. You can't tune into two at once. You're either tuned into the devil or you're tuned into Jesus. That's it. There's only two stations here. People can be like in the middle. You know, there's lots of frequency. Oh, God has spoken. This is ordained by the heavens and the moment is here. This could be eclipse energy, yeah, out of the matrix. That's huge. Oh, how come that's over? Look, this is a... Oh. I'm going to put that out there. God, stop that. Don't worry. No one... Look. This divine masculine's out of the matrix. So something scared the bit out of him. Are we going to find out what happened? Let me have a look. Look at all these cards. How weird that they just went over. That's weird. Oh. So this is showing me that if you're masculine, if you know him, if you haven't met yet, that's fine. It can happen now. But if they tried to make you jealous in any way, it's because they are insanely jealous. It's that projecting thing. Yeah? Listen to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, jealousy. See, competition. They aren't jealous. So they tried to make you jealous. It's different. For a man, sometimes if he sees you with another man, that's when it activates him. He goes, oh, I want to be there. That's me. I want to do that, right? But he doesn't get there until he sees you with somebody else. Where if your female sees a man with somebody else, she's like, see ya. But the man thinks it's going to have the same effect on her as it does on him. I've seen it many times. And you're like, okay, bye, ejector seat. He's like, how come that didn't work? How come she didn't chase me? It's because if you're with another man, that's when they get it. They don't mean to do it, but they get it in themselves. They go, they like, is this okay or not with me? You know, they might go, yeah, that's okay. So, you know, well, he didn't really want me. But a man gets that as soon as he sees you. Isn't that weird? It's the opposite. But God's here. God's here. Can you believe that under judgment is the Hierophant? Under judgment for the twins. Yeah. He's worried. He doesn't trust you because he was cheating. Or he's been cheated on. Or he doesn't know how to, like, anyway. It's over. He's going to tell you. The breakdown and the breakthrough. This is the breakthrough. So if you look at that, he's been cheated on. So it's nothing to do with you why the masculine's relationship over here broke down. You know, it's independently broken down because of the lies and manipulation here. And he can see clearly. It's just got to go through this. So how long does it take for the butterfly to come out of the chrysalis? You know what I mean? Like how long does that take? Does anybody know? That's like going into the chrysalis. This is like coming out transformed. Like the caterpillar's dead. Like doesn't come back. It's different. I don't know. There seems to be a shock here that was given to the divine masculine to share, to show him how he was behaving towards his like own heart, really. And so this is the epiphany. He's never going to be the same. That's about the wedding. Oh God, I was with the wrong one. Maybe you don't know this yet because maybe he's never articulated this type of thing. You know, when you've never really spoken up for yourself, you know, it can come out a bit jarred, you know, a bit anxious, a bit too direct. I used to go, oh, that might have come out a bit harsh because I'm learning to speak up for myself. So sorry about that, everybody. Everybody? Where'd everybody go? Maybe it was too harsh. But I'm learning. Right, God is ordaining this. Isn't that cool? Anything else you want us to know? Look, celebration coming within 3 days. There's miracles here. Is it 3 days to the eclipse? Maybe, maybe. Anything else that these beautiful beings of light need to know? Oh, Father. Sorry, I mean to yell in your ear. Follow your directives as they come from me. They come from me. I've ordained this for you. You must sit in silence, he's saying. Who would have thought that it's necessary to be in silence? Like you're going to run to go and sit and do nothing. That's so masculine. You know how they get there? Anyway, I won't go on. But we live in Manly, and they run down with their wetsuits on. They running to paddle outs, flat. You go, oh my God. They were running to get there. They sit there, do nothing, sit on their board and do nothing. I'm like, that's meditation. But they call it surfing. Anyway. This is somebody standing in front of you. This is manifested right before your eyes. This is your 3D reality. Somebody's talking, speaking in your bubble. In your bubble. So it's coming to you. Right? This is magnetic. You don't have to do anything but clear pillar of light. Anything else as we close this reading? These beautiful entrepreneurs who are getting married to their beloveds. fancy getting the gold ring yesterday and finding out today it's Jesus' gold in your aura. So this is a pivotal point in destiny, in Gaia herself. There's an access point, right? She's lifted off. It's lift off. That's why they're doing the rockets. So everything down here, the rockets, right, symbolize what's happening above. Look, there's the rockets. Meow. Okay, so this is you asserting yourself, being grounded, and getting your way, getting what you want. So if you don't know what you want or your heart's desires are, how can you get it? Well, you know what you don't want. This is God talking, that's why I'm laughing. He's like, you know you don't want that. Unfulfilled emotional situations, circumstances, people, excuse me, vibrations. Somebody's going to tell you they've left. They've left a burdensome situation. 10 of Wands means it's over, but it's been really heavy and just like tiresome. It's like hard to get out. It's like an employer coming in and you've given notice, you know, and then your last 2 weeks you have to do like scrub the bathroom floor. I'm exaggerating, but do you know what I mean? It's like, I've just got to get through these 2 weeks. It's like that. This is the past. You've done it. 10 of Wands. It's being high anxiety, very emotional. And here's the seed. No. This guy is a bit magician-y like, right? Like he's about to just pop up. Hello. It just pops up. It's a pop-up guy, right? He's not taking no for an answer. You know how you can see through crapola? Like this masculine, he can see through your tough exterior. It's like, oh, look at her, she's trying to block me. As if. This is hopes and fears. So this is a fear of this divine masculine missing out. A lot of people have that fear of thinking they're missing out on something. That's why we want to be calm and go, everything that's mine comes to me. But this is like, this is saying I'm not going to miss out. I'm not missing out on this. I wasn't looking for it. It surprised me, right? It surprised me. Like this is a surprise wish. So this is a divine masculine who asked for this. It was a surprise wish. So he's coming out of this. Oh, yeah, look. So when it's surrounded by these are good cards. See how they're happy? So this would be upside down. This means he's coming out of the loss because he felt the loss and the grief. Not of losing the karmic or any people around him, of not standing up for his heart here. But he's on fire. So this is a house move. And you see the Knight of Wands, it's a house move. So he's looking at how I can get out of this cycle. How am I going to get out of here? Is that correct? Yeah, how am I going to get out? What shall I do? What's my first step? What's my next step? I'm sick of being here. I'm over it. He's grieved the death. You know how sometimes you can grieve the emotional loss of a relationship while you're actually still there? Like sometimes people go, oh, they got divorced and he was married within 2 months. It's like, yeah, well, they sort of split emotionally probably years before that. Anyway, that's what's happened here with this divine masculine. So he's not sure because he's never been in this situation before. He doesn't know which one to pick. I don't know what to do. What shall I do? And he's looking at how painful that was. And he doesn't want to go through that again. And he would never want to cause that to his divine feminine. Did I cause that to my divine feminine? Should I say sorry about that? Should I tell her about that? This is my Page of Swords, is thinking about what you're going to say. Because, like, I can't lose her again. I can't do this. This is like, whoa, torture. Torture, man. So I have to move house. I have to move to her. So, oh, so it might be him relocating for work. Oh, and then new opportunities come up. You know, like that's going on blind faith. Have you ever done that? I've done it, but they call it 11th hour. Like that's this here. Like once I had applied for a job in Sunshine Coast, and I lived in Brisbane, and I was waiting for the call back, and I was sitting in the house in Brisbane all packed up and cleaned, and I was like on the balcony waiting to see if I got the job or not. And he rang me at 7:30 on a Friday night and said, "You got the job." Who rings you at that time? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. And I got in the car and drove straight up to the Sunshine Coast from Brisbane. That's what this is. This is like waiting and then at the 11th hour getting the okay. That's why you need faith. I was sitting there going, wow, if I don't get this job, where am I going? What am I doing? Anyway, I got the job at Resort Publishing, and then I stayed with a friend that night. But I was thinking, wow, it's getting dark. It's 7 o'clock. He's now, like, you know, I didn't give up though. Who rings you on a Friday night? Another time I got a job on the 18th of December. My birthday's the 19th. Like, I had nothing, no job, anything. And then the next day I drove home in a new car, got a laptop, a mobile phone. My birthday, I was sitting there going, who hires you 6 days before Christmas and then they gave me pay and a car? Like, that's a miracle. This is what's happening here. I'm telling you this story so you can open up and think, where did that happen to me? This helps bring the vibration in. So let's have a look. This is Divine Masculine. Like, you got to believe that things can happen like that all at once. Like nothing, 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 and then bam. So in the nothingness, that's where you have to have the boundaries and refuse the manipulator. Because of course they're going to try to stay in this energy. Right, there's been an epiphany here. An epiphany Tiffany of love. My heart loves you. This guy's in love. Right? All right. Yep. He's facing the devil. Wow. He's moving away. And I'm moving away. And he understands and respects your boundaries now. Yeah, he respects the truth. He's cut out the devil. So the devil, some people can stay with like that karmic energy because they have addictions that the karmic allows. So they don't want to change their addictions, really. It's nothing to do with the karmic. It's them, you know? Like, don't focus on the karmic. You're off track. Anyway, there's been a divorce here. This is a spiritual marriage coming. This is someone saying, get out, Lucifer. I'm with Jesus. Get out. Leaving Lucifer behind. Jezebel spirit. What is it? Medusa, Jezebel, and Delilah. Bye-bye. I just want my empress. And it's legal. This is a legal papers and documents. So he's going to show you. He'll tell you. So he might have been a bit sneaky because he had to around this. And you go, good, you're using your ego now to support yourself instead of being stubborn with me. Be stubborn with her or that situation. Oh, my throat. The temperature's changed here in Sydney, so excuse me. We were hot and then it's raining. So this weird weather. And we pray for everybody in, was it Taiwan? It's an earthquake in Taiwan. Energy's going crazy with this frequency. I'm going to get a message from your beloved. The one who you're going to marry. Like God put it on his heart. Maybe he never wanted to get married. And that's what I said to God. I was like, I don't really want it. He goes, I will look after that. I will put it on your heart. That it will be okay. You know, because you may think, oh, I can't stand this person or that person or that. I thought he was my twin. God's going to work it in your heart. You don't have to worry about all that. Once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. This is how this Divine Masculine feels. Like, this was very intimidating. This is like you taking his crown chakra, like, off and looking down into his soul. He's like, what are you doing? See how that's the snowflake? You're affected by vibration. Dr. Emoto, remember that? The vibration of words. Look that up. Some people come into our lives and quickly go. Others stay for a while, leave footprints on our hearts, and we are never the same again. Like his heart's changed because of this meeting. You put your footprint on his heart, whatever that means. Right? Forever. He's realizing this is forever. Like when you talk about unconditional love, it's a different vibration, you know what I mean? And this is your message. Love cures people, both those who give it and those who receive it. It's love. And we're just going to bring in the elixir of youth with your permission. The elixir of youth for everybody watching. This is like having a natural face lift, eye lift, cheek lift, neck lift. We say, I am the flame of violet fire, I am the purity God desires, I am the flame of violet fire, I am the purity God desires, I am the flame of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. Sit in that flame as it is the elixir of youth. Your final message? Oh, it's my message. Each of us is an angel with one wing. We can only but fly by embracing one another. So my first business name was Soul Magic, and that was my byline. We are each a bird with just one wing, and it is together that we fly. And that's how I feel about you and this reading and us. So thank you for joining me here. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Please comment below if this resonated with you in any way, or if you feel lighter or feel a bit more positive from watching. I hope so, as this is to bring you support and encouragement. If you would like to activate, step into your life purpose and become a healer of the light, you can go to REIKIbybella.com. Also offering a Shabam, which is a psychic reading where I can tap into your spiritual team, your soul star, and channel your twin and your guides and see what star system you're from and what masters you're working with. Anyway, if that interests you in any way, have a look under Psychic Readings at Reiki by Bella. I'll see you in the next reading. Thanks for commenting and liking and for all your donations. I love you.